embarrassed the hell out of myself at the Netflix is a Joke Festival last year. I was in the talent area backstage. If there's alcohol, if there's food, I'm going to make my way there.
Absolutely.
And the way you do that, people, is individually. Like, if me and you are kicking it, I'm like, Ashley, I'm going.
Yeah.
Then you come.
Move
and you
with
walk
confidence.
with confidence. Like, I'm not looking around, I'm walking in. Excuse me, I hear you, but I'm not going to stop. I'm standing there in the gifting suite, and I'm talking to Atsuko. What's happening on stage right now is they're about to do a dating show with that current cast of Love is Blind, to which I then very loudly was like, what a fucking stupid show. I'm like, this is a comedy festival. I don't want to see some idiots on stage that met each other and got married in a week. Within the circle that we were talking, because they were talking to Atsuko before I walked over to Atsuko, were the creators and executive producers of Love is Blind. Now, I kind of looked, and he was like, well, it's on his feedback. And I'm like,
yeah. Oh,
it is.
I'm excited for this episode because our guest today, Kalea McNeill, who is so funny. She's on tour, so you can see her at a bunch of places she just named. I'm not gonna remember all of those, but in November 25th,
November 21st, Howlin' Wolf, New Orleans.
New Orleans. I love New Orleans. Oh, and I love Howlin' Wolf. That place is great.
Yes, it's awesome.
They come out there. Yeah, that's a good
you
spot.
should come.
I would. I will. I love New Orleans. I literally will go there anytime.
Oh, and that's how this booking even came about. Punky was doing a show there like a month ago, and I was like, I'm coming.
Oh, I love Punky.
Like, I love New Orleans already, but I'm like, New Orleans with Punky Johnson, sign me up.
I would pay money for that experience.
Listen, I mean, if I can say this, catching all of Punky's residuals, it was so good for me.
I mean, Girls Trip 2, Lesbian Boogaloo, I think I would watch.
Whoa.
Write it. Get down there.
Write
Boom,
it down,
boom.
make it plain. Yes. Lesbian Boogaloo.
Punky needs a star vehicle.
Yeah.
Anyway.
You got me going now. Okay,
we're thinking.
We're done.
I'm really excited for today's episode because you're one of my favorite comedians.
Oh.
I think you're so funny. And I just love doing shows with you.
Me too.
And working on things with you. So I also want to talk to you about TV. There's all this stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
With Black women in comedy. I also really want to talk to you about Saturday Night Live right now.
Okay.
This is the first time in maybe 20-something years they haven't had a black woman on the show.
Correct. It's so funny because we were just talking about Punk.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm curious about this. Mm-hmm. So we're going to get to all of that.
We're here for it.
But first we're going to get into our watch list. We're going to play some games.
Okay.
And then we'll get to the meat
I'm
of
down
it.
for games.
The real chopping it up stuff.
I'm here for it.
We're going to get into the watch list.
Yeah.
But we love to start with the guests. What are you watching?
So I have a few prepped too. Excuse me. You told me about this. So daily, because I work from home with comedy and all this and that, I have to keep noise on during the day.
Yeah, same.
So there's this channel. I don't know if they have it everywhere. It's here in the LA area called Dabble. First of all, let me let you know what the theme of this channel is. So Dabble has all of the old black TV shows from the Wayans brothers to Sister. They just got Martin, The Game.
The classics. Yeah.
I'm talking about Melanie and Derwin, The Game.
Where is the channel?
It's on Spectrum.
Oh, that's like real cable.
I don't want to brag.
I mean,
I have a you can log into my Spectrum TV app and you can watch it.
Kev on Stage deal with Spectrum?
Can we not talk about it, please? But every day I have this channel on just to have stuff playing that I don't really have to pay attention to.
Yeah.
But I can still work. You know. Also, their slogan. This is a black channel.
Yeah.
Their slogan is Dabble. Let's get into it, girl. What?
I love that.
Sign
That's
me
beautiful.
Yes.
Oh my!
I watch The Game every day.
Yeah.
I'm talking
love
about
putting The
old
Game on.
episodes of The Game every day. And I feel like if you watch The Game when it was a new show, which means you were younger, college maybe, whatever, watch it now.
Like high school.
Oh, baby. The perspective is different as a grown woman.
Of course. Yeah.
Of Melanie and Derwin should have never been together
they should
in
have
the
never been
first
together.
place.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
She was not ready. He's doing his thing. What you mean you didn't go to Johns Hopkins to move to San Diego?
Yeah.
You didn't want to be a doctor.
You didn't want to be a doctor. You didn't really have the passion for it. They never should have been together.
No.
Yeah.
And
but I guess when I was younger, I was like,
we were team. Are you kidding me? Team
like
Melanie and Derwin all day.
Yeah.
Hated Janae, even though she didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah. I have watched some of it, like on. They used to show reruns on one of those channels that uses black shows and
Yeah.
they change, and they're like, we don't need that anymore.
Formerly known as UPN.
Yeah,
Yes.
like one of those channels, CW probably. And I was like, okay, some of this stuff, like, it does not, like, I'm on kind of the guy's side sometimes here, where I'm like, actually, like, he does have to work. That's pretty legit.
He's in the TV version of the NFL. Like, no, he can't hang out tonight.
Yeah.
He's a rookie on a football team.
Like, I understand that he has to wake up at 5 a.m. to be on the field. I believe him. I don't think he's lying to you, girl.
Yeah.
So, but
that's what I watch every day.
That's a great,
during the day.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's funny because I don't have Spectrum, but I have YouTube TV, which has live channels.
Yeah.
They don't have that, but they do have a Portlandia channel
Oh.
where they show every episode of Portlandia in order on repeat, which is the whitest thing in the world. And I feel like these things, they balance each other out.
Wait, I'm about to do you have a smart TV?
Yeah.
You know how smart TVs have their own, like, this is our
like
channels.
The weird channel things.
Check your smart TV channels.
I should. I never
because
look at those.
I've always been like, oh, I'll count because my smart TV has like a black channel.
Yeah, it's like the fast TV channels.
Yeah, that plays the same things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I need to check it out.
They do. I just discovered the Samsung channel at the gym yesterday because they were replaying like only Jackie Chan interviews. It was just Jackie Chan interviews for like an hour while I was on the elliptical. I was like, this exists.
I would be into that, yeah.
Here for that.
I watched all of Portlandia like 3 times over the summer because I would just be like, whatever, put it on.
Put it on.
I'd be like, you know what?
You know what to expect.
Yeah, put a bird on it. Funny. It was funny.
I'm here for that.
It's good. Yeah.
So that's my old school one.
That's a good one.
Oh, that's
what's on your watch
good.
list?
The Love is Blind reunion.
Oh, how was that?
Let's discuss.
Let's discuss. The production this season, like, you just want to wrap up questions. You want to be like, why did this happen to this couple? And they'll be like, you know what? Here's CP3 from the Clippers, and we're going to play a game where we're going to shoot some basketballs.
Like
it made
a
no
reunion
sense.
that was hallucinated by someone on acid.
Yes.
It was like, wouldn't it be funny if we have like somebody playing music on a stage and then we have each person walk in and then they'll play basketball and then we'll like talk to this person. I don't even know who that basketball player was. He was from the Clippers. Yeah.
Oh, so Chris Paul.
Yes. Yeah.
He was on Love is Blind?
Yes.
He just was there for the reunion. They literally were like, Chris Paul is a big fan of the show, so he's here tonight.
Get out of here.
And then he got up and was like, some of you guys were in the pod shooting hoops, so let's see if you can do it for real. And then 90% of the episode was about Patrick and Casey and who deserves to have the ring because Patrick, proposed to her. The day they met, Casey was like, actually, I'm not attracted to him. I can't do this. I want to go home. And
it was bad.
And then
she got a little racial.
Got a little racial because he was also like Asian and trying to hide it in the pod.
Oh, I've heard about this man.
And so she told him though, like, it's just too much pressure and I can't, and so he was like, well, when I get back to Denver and we're done with the show, maybe we could try again. So he goes back like, I want to try again. She goes back like, I told the producers I'm not attracted to you. And then when he kind of figured that out, because he heard she was going on dates with other people, he was like, well, give me the ring back. And she was like, no. She was like, Netflix provided the ring. Why would I give it back to you?
Why would I give it back?
And he was like, because I gave it to you.
So? Yeah.
And she was like, well, no, I'm keeping it. So they talked about this for probably straight 30 minutes.
Yes.
I'm annoyed.
And then they were like, everyone was like, yeah, Patrick does deserve the ring. It's like the principle of it. And then Chris Paul is just like, let's play for the ring. You guys shoot hoops for the ring. And the last 15 minutes of the episode was just like, who's going to win this ring?
Yes.
And Kelsey and Patrick were barely in the show. They were in 4 episodes.
Well, yeah, if she didn't like him.
Mm-hmm. So they were and then I'm like, we're spending this much time on them in the finale.
That's wild.
How bad this season was.
So bad.
What's good? Love is Blind, because that's hosted by Nick, right?
Yes.
Let me tell you
wife,
how I embarrassed the hell out of myself at the Netflix as a Joke Festival last year.
Us.
So you know how they had the outside jokes area by the Palladium and they had all that stuff going on. I was in the talent area backstage. Listen, if there's a gifting suite, if there's alcohol, if there's food, I'm gonna make my way there.
Absolutely.
And the way you do that, people, is individually. Like if me and you are kicking it, I'm like, Ashley, I'm going.
Yeah.
Then you come.
Yeah. You got to know how
you
to
have to do,
move
and you
with
walk with confidence. Like I'm not looking around. I'm walking in. Excuse me. I hear you, but I'm not gonna stop.
I'm not gonna stop. I'm not looking for permission from someone. I'm going with the confidence. I've gotten into so many places this way. The places
everywhere.
I've been.
I'm standing there in the gifting suite, and I'm talking to Atsuko, and she's what's happening on stage right now is they're about to do a dating show with the cast, with that current cast of Love is Blind, to which I then very loudly was like, what a fucking stupid show. I'm like, this is a comedy festival. I don't want to see some idiots on stage that, met each other and got married in a week. I don't want to see that.
True.
Standing also within the circle that we were talking, because they were talking to Atsuko before I walked over to Atsuko.
Yeah.
Were the creators and executive producers of Love is Blind. I still stand by what I say. Now, I kind of looked, and he was like, well, now we, it's honest feedback. And I'm like,
yeah. Oh,
it is.
It's honest feedback. And, it's a different experience on the TV show versus seeing at a live comedy show.
Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. And, I mean, this reunion, they tried to kind of do it like a live comedy show, and it was weird and bad. Like, they opened it with some musician I'd never heard of.
What?
They were like,
It was weird.
He's an
He's an international,
yeah.
platinum.
Never heard of him in my life.
His name is Bad Bunny, and you will not disrespect him.
I truly was like, I tried to Google, I could not find anything. I think he just makes Netflix songs.
I think so.
Oh, that's hilarious. I love him already.
Have you ever watched Selling Sunset?
Yeah.
And the bad songs they have in the transitions where
well,
it's just
like
someone.
reality.
And it's just some girl being like, I impressed myself. I am like, he must be
That's
the
him.
number one artist for that.
What's the song again? I just
was-
wanted you to hit that. I impressed
myself. I impressed myself. I impressed myself.
And it's the montage as you're
myself.
driving down
Yep.
Sunset, you're parking,
to the
you've
car,
hopped out.
and it's like sunglasses.
Hey guys.
I guess I'm ready to see Chriselle in the office today. But anyway, yeah. It was a horrible reunion.
Yeah.
Yikes.
It was terrible. And then it just kind of ended. There was one good moment, and it was when KB called Edward out.
Oh,
that was good.
so awkward.
Tell me about KB and
So
Edward.
KB and Edward, they were gonna be our black love couple. They were the one.
Wait,
Edmund,
is
Edmund,
this the
thank
guy?
you.
He's a little something's wrong with him.
He's a little neurodivergent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one who was
He's the
crying.
one who was crying in the
Yes.
pod like immediately.
God
and
bless
then
him.
It became very clear almost immediately he was using crying to manipulate her. Like there were multiple times where she was like, I don't want to have sex until we're married because that means a lot to me. And he just starts like crying and being like, I'm too nice. I'm too nice. Very weird. And then there's another time where she was like, hey, you were kind of rude today. And like, I didn't like how you handled this in the car. And he just starts sobbing and being like, I love you. I just love you so much. And she's like, why are you sobbing and doing that? Like, I'm just telling you to like, don't talk to me that way. Yeah, like calm down.
That's scary.
Yeah. And it became like very clear this was a tactic.
Yeah.
And she called it out, and then also was very like, he's different on camera versus off camera. On camera, he starts being all nice and is all just crying and I love you. And the moment the cameras are off, he's cold, doesn't care. Yeah. And one morning he woke up and was like, okay, I'm done with the crying thing. And then he never cried again, but then started being really mean to her.
Oh, he's a jackass.
He's a jackass.
And he also wore an afro pick at the wedding, if I'm not mistaken.
He wore an afro
take it
pick
out at the
every day,
reunion. Yes.
every time. And like his family situation was weird. And so she said no, of course, at the altar. He was shocked, even though everybody was like...
His reaction, can we talk about his altar reaction? Is the best meme now.
It's the best.
He let out this sound that I can't explain.
Because like it goes to her and they're like, do you? And she like takes a pause that's too long and he's just like, oh! I can't even. Yes. It's like, oh! It's like shock, sadness.
I love it.
And then
I
she
love
just kind of
it.
is like, yeah, I can't do this. And it's like, duh, he's awful. And so they film the show like 2 years ago and then do the reunion like they filmed it this year.
Yeah.
And so you can tell.
Oh, I'm familiar.
Yeah. Yeah. You can tell she like watched it and it reminded her how bad it was. And so she came ready with a list of things to be like,
I'm here for that.
You emotionally manipulated me. This also, you did this off camera.
Well, because
like this,
also
this,
when
and
they're
this.
watching it, they are watching a show that they've never seen before.
Yeah.
It's one thing to experience it and you're wondering what's going to make it, what's not, how are they going to cut this, how are they not. So she's watching it the same way we're watching it.
Yeah, and
1000%.
she like, she's kind of piecing together like, you know, there are all these times they didn't even show you crying, and he just starts going, that's not true, and she's like, the day we moved into the apartments, somebody said that you were being obnoxious because you were being really loud, and you came to me being like, someone called me obnoxious, and I was like, well, you are being really loud, and then you fell to your knees and started crying and saying, I'm just trying to love you, And I had to be like, get up, get off the floor. And he's like, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. She's lying.
Remember.
Yeah, he's like, I don't remember. I don't. And everyone is like, there were like 10 witnesses to that shit, man. Like, we were all there.
Yeah.
Like, we all saw this happen multiple times.
Wow.
And he just refused to accept any responsibility. And she was just hammering it in. And I was like, finally.
Good for her.
Yeah.
She was
like,
probably so annoyed and ready for that day.
Oh, yeah. You could tell. You could also tell how upset she was.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, you could tell she was telling herself, like, you are not going to cry. You're going to get through this.
Well, because there's
finish
the
what you
anger
gotta
tears
say.
and that are going to get flipped into, oh, you miss me or you wanted me. You should have
See,
said
like,
yes.
It's so personal. Like, he also, his whole thing was like, I just love her so much and she's so mean to me. Because she would do things be like, hey, I'm getting off work late. Do you think you could like grab dinner? Because we want to be on time for that thing, so that'll make it easier. And he would be like, no, I got to work on my stuff. And she would be like, that's selfish. And then he'd be like, you're so mean. Why can't you ever just say something nice about me?
He was dangerous.
And so then
she
was like, you made me look like this angry black woman who like could never be nice to you and was constantly degrading you. And like you could just tell how upset she was about it. And he's just like, no, that never even happened. And it's like, finally, we're getting something interesting. And then, like, fucking Nick is like, anyway, let's shoot some hoops. Yes. And it's like,
oh, what?
Stop.
Yeah,
I'm so annoyed with this. I stopped watching Love is Blind after the Bartiz season.
Yes.
It infuriated me.
Bartiz.
I'm talking about
that ring,
the
earring.
The mole, the burnt haircut, and had the nerve to think that you were going to get this bad girl after embarrassing this girl. What was, you know what I'm talking about, the little fitness girl that he was chasing after.
Yeah.
And then the way I just knew that my girl's brother was going to jump. I feel like the cameras saved Bartiz at that wedding.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Because her family was ready to go.
That was like, I mean, that's why I watched. Those are the good moments. Like when it's like the family's about to like go crazy on them, like people are about to fight.
Because who are you talking to?
Right.
And like
about.
It did almost seem like we were gonna get that this year, but then it just kind of fizzled. Like there was one woman who said no because it was very clear the guy was like he had an alcohol problem, like wasn't great. Okay. She says no at the altar, and his family just immediately is like, this fucking bitch. Like, oh my gosh, like, let's fight.
Are they Italian or something?
I think they were Russian.
They just immediately like, oh my God. And I was just like, she needs to get out of there. And her friends are like, why don't we go, girl? Let's like go get some mimosa somewhere. Let's go. But yeah.
Where do they find these men? That's just my biggest question. After every Love is Blind ending, I'm just like, where do they find these guys from?
I think what shocks me, without saying too much, is knowing now a little bit of what has to go into reality TV. So you went through a psych evaluation.
Yes.
An in-depth psych evaluation.
A very in-depth background check. And this was the cream of the crop.
This was
who the hell got rejected?
Yeah, that's what I think
Let me see who's applying and not getting all it. Because like, how are these people who no one this season was mentally stable? No one gets married this season because everyone is just like,
good night,
cannot handle it.
Yes.
So
apparently the other black woman that you didn't see in the pods, because we never see them every season. That always
there's
happens.
always other black women who are like in the pods and then they kind of disappear because they don't make it to the honeymoon part. And then people will be like, my best friend in the pods was Trisha, but she was barely in the show. And you're like, who the fuck is Trisha?
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, she's in the audience tonight.
What?
Yeah.
They better not.
They do it every season.
It's always like a black woman who's like older or like curvier and thicker, and it's always
No, I'm not into that.
Yeah.
Now you're giving me flash forwards of what had better not happen to me. Because I will cuss y'all out.
I'll be upset. It was just like some flashes, and it's like, oh yeah, she was. Anyway, I'll get to my watch list and a show we mentioned because it's just out fresh today.
Yes.
Selling Sunset.
Oh, okay.
There's a new season.
Okay.
Season 9. Out today. Well, yesterday, I guess. I watched it right away.
They're over here a lot.
Yeah. Oh, they're over here. This season is very focused on the fire, so they're even going all the way east to Altadena.
Wow.
Which they are like, it's a poor place. Like every
Altadena, like, one of the oldest and richest black neighborhoods in the world.
They're literally like, even poor people like in Altadena, we're even
Please
helping
don't
them.
piss me off.
And like. And they do like a whole like Beverly Hills, like we're gonna help people in Malibu, and then they're like, and also, yeah, we're doing it. We're going east.
We're gonna help out the $4 million homes as well.
Yeah.
Charity work.
That's truly like what it is. Like, we're gonna help anyone who lost their home find a rental right away. Like, you won't even have to like give us proof of income or anything or pay a deposit. Like, so long as you were living in like $1 million something home.
Well, they were in Altadena.
So I was like, okay, I guess that's fair. And
the microaggressions in that whole situation just irritated
me. The whole
me.
season also is like that happens, and you're like, okay, they're gonna focus on that. And then Mary, who is like one of the oldest realtors, her house gets robbed. It was not impacted by the fire. She just got robbed. Like there's like guys topped a fence, fucked her whole house up, stole a bunch of stuff.
Yikes.
And she doesn't feel safe. The rest of the season, all about that. It's like they are just like, wow, the fires, that was tough.
We need our first episode.
Now we have our actual tragedy for us. She got robbed. Mary got robbed.
House got ransacked.
It was, they did tear it apart. They took all of her jewelry, which she kept the spare lock for the jewelry case next to the jewelry case, which I was like, that's not.
Well, what if you lose it? That's why it needs to be right next to it.
Right next to it.
I put my passwords, tape them on the bottom of the TV.
There you go.
Right there.
I bet if you walked into that office, you could hack every single person's computer.
Sure.
Because just on a notepad, it's probably just like, my password is Oppenheimer Netflix 123.
Birthday.
Yeah.
Number 1.
And probably just the word birthday. Mm-hmm. They aren't.
Or people think
change our passwords too much. It's necessary.
Yeah. So I did already finish the season.
Damn. Oh, it drops all at once.
Yeah, it drops all at once except for the reunion. So
okay.
we don't have the reunion, which they recently filmed. But, it's an okay season. They have some solid villains. Nicole comes back as the villain.
Okay.
To really just... She's so mean to Chrishell again. And if you don't remember last season, fair enough, because it's a show where I turn my brain off and I'm just like, let's go. Mm-hmm. So Chrishell was calling Nicole a crackhead and being like,
these are white women?
Yes.
I'm here for it. I need to watch this.
She's like, you're a crackhead, you do drugs. And she's like, no, I'm not. Like, I'm going to sue you. I'm going to call my lawyers because you're saying that on television. So they have beef from that. And the season kind of starts immediately with that beef again, where Chrishell is like, I still fucking hate her. I don't like her. And then after the whole she called me a crackhead thing, she started being like, oh, yeah, well, her best friend is dating a married guy, which was not true at all. But she told everybody, like, Emma's dating a married guy. Mm-hmm. So then they're like, we hate you for saying you're dating him. She's that Emma's doing this and spreading a lie. And she's like, I just said what I heard. And everyone was like, but you didn't know anything. Like, you should have talked to her if you were that concerned. And you were just mad because we called you out.
Called you a crackhead.
And we called you a crackhead. And so they have Friendsgiving. Because it's very important for them to have a meal together for the
when
cameras.
They all hate each other.
When they all hate each other.
It's so natural, yes.
And at the Friendsgiving, they start like saying what they're all thankful for. And Nicole is like, I'm thankful for my eyesight because I had an eye injury. And Chrishell's just like, okay, who cares? She's like, moving on. I'm thankful for family. Like, oh, Nicole's so annoying. And you can tell like already Nicole's like getting kind of upset with her. Okay. And they start like kind of sparring and like saying insulting things. And Amanza, who threw the party, is like, can we just stop? Like, let this go. Like, it was wrong, Nicole, for you to say Emma was dating a married guy. Chrishell, it was wrong for you to say that she did drugs. And she's like, so can we just move on? And then Nicole starts being like, stop saying I do drugs. Stop. And it's like, nobody said she does drugs. Everyone is like, no one said that. And she's like, you're acting like I do drugs. I just like weed edibles. And yeah, maybe I used to do cocaine. That was a really, really, really long time ago. And everyone is like, we know you did cocaine. We don't care.
We know you took the cocaine and put it on the stove with baking soda until it turned into crack rock.
We know that and we don't care. And Amaza's like, I did it too. I did it with you. Like,
oh my God. What episode is this?
Literally like episode 2.
Of the new season?
Of the new season.
What app?
Netflix. And Amanza is just like, girl, none of us care. All we're saying is like, can you all let this go? And like Chrishell's just like, and I just said you do drugs because you do. And then Nicole looks at her, Chrishell, who has 2 deceased parents who died from both of them lung cancer. She says to them,
let's go.
No. She says to Chrishell, maybe you're confusing me with your parents when you talk about drug use. No. Whole table goes silent. Chrishell is just, everybody is like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
And like Amanza's like, her parents are dead. And she's like, I know.
I'm aware. That's what I'm saying.
She's like, yes, that's what I'm saying. They probably died from drugs. And everyone's like, they had cancer. Her dad was like old and had cancer.
Oh, so cancer drugs.
Yeah. And everyone's like, why are you saying? It is.
I'm a low blower, and that would have agaped my mouth as
literally,
well.
Like, Chriselle just stops talking, stands up, and goes to the bathroom, and everyone is like, you need to leave immediately. She refuses to move. She just stays in her seat.
I would have packed me a plate.
She's like, why would I leave? Oh, she just keeps, like, eating her turkey. She's like, why would I go?
Do we
Why
like her? Because I like her.
She's the villain of the season.
Shit.
Chriselle?
Nicole.
Nicole.
Yeah,
I like this girl.
Yeah, she's.
Why would I leave?
She's like so down to be the villain because she actually is the longest person who's worked there.
I love her.
Okay.
She makes the most money. She's the only.
She's
actual
the Nene.
realtor.
She's the Nene Leaks.
Yeah, and it's
sell
like
homes.
she actually sells houses,
Yes.
and she begged to be on the show for the first like 8 seasons, and they were like, no, because you're boring and you're an actual realtor. We want these hot model girls. So she finally
Wait, so
was
these
like,
girls aren't realtors?
Yes,
the way like
no.
I mean, and like the way anybody can get a realtor license.
Okay.
And then they tell Netflix, like, we're selling these homes. And it's like you're walking around in them in nice clothes. And you hope someone watches this on Netflix and then buys a house.
Yeah.
But she actually had been working in realty before
like
this.
she
and
has
for
billboards around town.
Yeah.
And stuff.
People knew her for that. So finally they were like, you can be on the show. But it's clear they were like, but you got to have something interesting. So she said, I'll be the villain. I'll be the bad guy. She is just constantly
I
like,
like
just
this
taking
lady.
that
she's
role,
like, I will be the
okay.
bad guy. I will sit there and say, like, I'll sue you. Like, I hate you. Like, maybe that's your parents. And then they try to sit down with her to be like, look, we get you don't like her, but, like, maybe you can see where that was a little far. And she doubles down. She's just like,
Nah.
You're selling me.
She's like, I just was trying to understand why she was so obsessed with drugs, and I happened to realize her parents were dead, and I just connected the dots between that projection and said it to confirm, out of concern, really. And it's
I
like,
like
girl,
Nicole.
I like her a lot. Yes.
she's trying to twist it, and she's like, you know, so yeah. And then when the bosses talked to her, because they're like, that's too savage, you know, that was too much, she was like, I got backed into a corner, and yeah, it was savage, but what did you expect me to do? And then they're like, so
She's
wait,
a savage.
yeah, she's like, so wait, now it's because you knew it was me, and it's not because out of concern. Like, Nicole.
I like Nicole. Nicole, if you're watching, you got a
have
fan.
a fan.
Kalea McNeill, Selling Sunset. I
Kalea
really like
McNeill
you.
is a fan. She's the villain.
Good for
And
her.
Okay.
Then you have Nick Cannon's baby mama, who also is a
Stop.
villain this season.
She's on the show.
Oh, this is her.
If you're not talking about Mariah Carey,
watch
how do
Selling
I know who
Sunset.
you're talking
Exactly.
about?
That's my attitude.
I don't know
Because there's,
any
like,
of the
I
mothers
mean,
of his
15
children.
And there are
There's 15
15
And
of
I'm
them.
sure she makes it very clear that she's his baby mom.
Oh, yes. And she used to be like, I don't even bring it up because I'm self-made. I made myself, okay?
No, you made the baby.
Yeah, and now she will be like, because she kind of got called out where people were like, you talk shit about like so-and-so being single, but your baby dad is barely around. He barely takes care of you and your kid. Like, he can't even remember all his kids' names.
Mm-hmm.
So now she's very like, Nick takes care of us. Yeah, I have a pool in my backyard. Nick paid for it. Yeah, I own a horse now. Nick paid for it.
Ew.
And it's like, I don't really think he
What
did.
alternate universe are we in where I vividly remember Nick Cannon as a child, and it was never anything more
yeah.
than ill
Yeah.
or laughing at what he did.
Laughing
But
at what he was
romantically,
like
it
a
was
skinny,
always
silly
like
guy.
ill.
Yeah.
I don't
To be
know.
like,
Yeah.
I remember the shock that has still not left my body when we found out about Mariah Carey.
Yes.
Ugh, that one I
And
still
then
don't get.
now this.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, but he has a nice body. All right. But
and
I
money.
remember.
But I remember him being like
You know?
a lanky, silly guy. He wasn't like Mr. Hottie like in Drumline. I don't.
He must be extremely digmatizing. That's the.
I mean,
only
he
way.
has to be.
He has to be.
You know,
'Cause
and
she,
I
like,
mean, he has
brags
a
about
lot
it.
of money. Because
Yeah.
Nick Cannon, his business sense has always been top notch, even
Yeah.
from being a child. So,
Like they'll be
That's
like,
there.
I had no idea like Nick took care of you that way, and she's like, well, yeah, we've been together 10 years.
no, you
And they're
haven't.
Like,
No, you haven't.
No,
You've
you
been
haven't.
you've been fucking off and on for
Yep,
10
for
years,
10
and now
years,
there's a baby.
and you got pregnant. Yeah, and they'll all kind of look at her like, oh, if that's what you want to say.
Why would you brag about?
Like, I was
that?
surprised
I'm a
he
baby
kept having
mama.
bays after his child passed away.
Yeah.
That was heartbreaking. And then it was like,
heartbreaking,
oh,
and
2 more babies in a couple months.
It kind of seemed like it kind of was like had like a replacement thing where he just was like, I gotta have kids to make up for a loss.
You are not
and
Abraham. They did what they did in the
Yeah.
Bible. That's why we're here now. We don't have to do it
I
anymore.
will say though, of course, his kid with her is on the show because of course.
Is he cute?
Adorable little kid. Get
Little
him
boy,
in
little girl?
commercials. Little boy
Uh-huh.
named Legendary.
No.
They call him Leggy.
Does he know he's going to be
Adorable.
called Wedgie? Okay.
Yeah.
How old
I
is
don't
this
think
young
they
man?
put it- He's 2 now.
Okay, give it about 4 years.
Yeah, they didn't connect those
Little
dots on that
wedgie
one.
cannon.
Little wedgie cannon.
Wedgie cannon.
No, you're launching that into the
Hey,
atmosphere.
hashtag wedgie cannon. Remember it here, folks. By 6 years, I'm not going to give a damn. Hell yeah, I said it, and I hope they die and burn in hell. That was Samuel Jackson reference. I wish no harm against Wedgie Cannon, baby mom, or Nick.
You're adorable in that little in the cowboy outfit. He's so cute. So this season, though, I'm going to give it a watch. There are some good villain moments. Then at the end, Mary gets robbed and she becomes the villain.
Okay.
She becomes villain.
Damn.
She gets robbed, so obviously people do some nice stuff for her.
Mm-hmm.
And Chelsea, who is my girl, Chelsea's the only black girl.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, she's like, even though her and Mary have beef, because Mary basically was like, Chelsea, you're dressed like a slut at an open house. And I mean, it was a skirt. She was wearing it was like, if there wasn't a skirt there, you'd see her vagina, but she had a skirt.
A little sexy when they
It was short,
just a little bit.
And then she did like ride on the top of a Jeep, so everybody was like, oh, that's too short for that. And so she kind of got called out, but then she had a problem with Mary and was like, I can't believe she called me out. That was so unprofessional. And like,
Wait, are they all at these open houses together?
sometimes they go together. Like if it's a brokerage open house, they'll all go together and have to socialize. So she was like, this is an event where we're trying to look good to these like buyers, and you're out here dressed like a slut. And then, but then Chelsea was kind of like
the
Mary.
rest of the march.
Yeah, she's like, Mary, you also dress like a slut. You've literally worn see-through things where like your nipples are just out. So like, how can you say this to me? And so they start the season with beef.
I love
But
this.
Chelsea's like, I'm willing to put it to the side. I'm willing to like, I don't have to be your friend. We just work together. I'm just not gonna like try to be buddy with you.
Yeah.
So at Emma's empanada party at Mel's Drive-In,
Okay.
which you know,
Shout out to your pronunciation of empanada.
well, that's how Emma says it because she is a white woman who makes vegan empanadas.
I want to hear her say horchata.
I would love that. And she always is throwing fake events to be like, this is celebrate my empanadas. So got to celebrate them. It's always fake. And so at the thing, Chelsea gets there. She says hi to everyone. And then she just ignores Mary and like walks away. She just kind of like, and Mary's like, oh, she hugged everyone but me. Wow. And that upsets Mary for the rest of the season. Chelsea's like,
Yes.
I just am like not going to give her any energy.
Yes.
It's all Mary can think about. So
Yes.
when she gets robbed, Chelsea is like, oh, that's so horrible. I'm going to have my assistant like send her flowers. So she sends her flowers that are like, I know we're not close, but I just know this is a horrible thing. I like wish you luck. I just want you to know, like,
Yeah.
you know, thinking of you. And she gets the flowers, Mary, while she's filming, and she starts freaking out. She like throws these flowers in the dumpster. She's like, I can't believe she did this. She did this for attention. She made sure to send these flowers when she knew I was filming so everyone would see. This isn't genuine. We don't even talk like that. And the rest of the season becomes
It
about,
says I know we're not close.
yes,
bitch.
exactly. And that is what
What?
Chelsea says. She's like, we don't text like that. What texting is more personal. Like, we're not close. I wanted to just send a little memento. I said send flowers.
Honestly, I feel like I would have been more offended by a text from someone who
text.
I'm not close with versus someone sending me flowers. Oh, thank you so much. A text,
Yeah.
like, bitch, fuck you.
And it's like, she also could have got the flowers on camera and just not read the card and who it was from if she didn't want her to get attention. She could have just been like, oh, they're from a friend, and put the flowers down.
Yeah.
But she was the one who was like, it's Chelsea doing this for attention. And Chelsea's like, my assistant sent them. I didn't even know when you'd get them. I don't even care.
I just, again, and I mean, it was very, like, my,
Team Chelsea, by the
my
way. Team
assistant
Chelsea.
sent them.
Yeah.
Girl, I didn't go to Ralph's.
Team Chelsea. So I say it's a good season because I think the reunion
Ralph's
is going
has
to be
nice
good.
flowers.
You know
So
what?
that's
You
the
just
watch.
sold me. It's been like what, 8 seasons?
Oh,
of this
baby,
show?
stop
Come
playing.
back
I have
into
never
it.
wanted to watch it,
Yeah.
but like I'm the kind of person where you want to go low, I'm going to take you to
I'm
hell.
specifically
Oh,
watching
like you-
episode
oh my
2
gosh.
Yeah.
when I
And
get
there
home.
are so many lesbians this season because Chriselle's a lesbian now. She's with
Okay.
G-Flip.
Because I know her
G
from the
Flip,
Trigger.
Yeah.
who is that?
An Australian lesbian DJ.
Flip.
Who started dating, and like G-Flip works with a lot of like, I guess like white lesbians in the industry.
Sure she does.
Mostly like JoJo Siwa. So
Okay.
Sure she
No.
does. Does she, if
Rochelle,
she doesn't
that
work with
random
Sarah
lesbian.
Paulson, I don't give a fuck about
True,
G Flip.
true.
Does she work with Sarah
Probably
Paulson and
not.
her old lady?
No.
And I mean old
I
lady.
haven't seen her in the, oh, she's old, yeah. But I love them together. Love them.
I'm hating.
I mean, yeah.
I'm hating.
I love Sarah Paulson.
Because I'm like, oh, never mind. It's insensitive.
Yeah, I mean-
I'm just, I want to be there to pick up the pieces when the lady,
Just
Okay.
We got
yeah.
not
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Well, but yeah.
I mean, it could happen to anybody, but I'm saying technically this lady ain't got much
Yeah.
time.
There's no. But They do sell JoJo Siwa's house this year. Chriselle does. And when I tell you, it is the tackiest, ugliest house.
Of course it is.
You have ever seen. It is truly like they gave a 16-year-old unlimited money and said, build a house that's your dream.
Like, my 16-year-old house would have been, like, kind of tacky. I feel like there would have been a B2K room for sure.
She has a room that's entirely dedicated to her and all of her merch. That's like it's like decorated like a children's room, and
the glitter and the bows.
Oh, all of the merch, her face on the bedspreads, like all of it.
Oh, that's giving. That's very. I don't want. This is that's giving Never Neverland, and I don't want anything to do with that.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like that.
It's just like everything's bedazzled.
Don't like that.
She
Lisa
has,
Frank, get it away from me.
Like she diarrheaed.
Yeah, she has a dining table.
She threw up on the house.
Yeah, she has a dining table that has a built-in fish, like a fish aquarium.
Okay.
Fish. And it's also like has these like neon blue lights and just looks so tacky.
Okay.
And then she's like, well, if anybody moves in and wants to keep this, they can. And she's like, yeah, so far everyone's like, we don't want this here. So, yeah. Oh, Tinashe's in it.
Oh,
we're done. All right, I'm sure, but I'm annoyed with the show now. You're giving me too much.
Yeah.
You should have stopped.
Now I'm done. And I honestly haven't even said all the best stuff. So there you go. You're sold on it. That's a watch.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're gonna play a game after this because I feel like we did Watchlist for a while now.
Sheesh. I mean, there was a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
Because I was excited. I had not heard of this, and so I had questions.
Yeah.
Thank you for answering.
I mean, we had It's gonna be the reunion everyone talks about next week.
Okay.
I'm telling you now.
The reunion is next week.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got time to watch it, catch up. Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna play a game that I think beating the shark. I think that's. I like,
better?
Mm-hmm.
Original.
You can let me know. Say so. Whatever you want to say. The game, as many people know, the phrase "jumping the shark." It's when a TV show is considered to get to the point where they'll do anything to keep an audience because now it's a bad show. The phrase comes from Happy Days. In later seasons of Happy Days, it wasn't as popular.
Also very true.
Yeah.
Great show, by the way.
Great show, and I loved it. And so in the last season, they have this big episode where they have Fonzie. He's water skiing, and he literally jumps over a shark. And everyone's like, this is ridiculous. This is literally just to make a big deal for television and to get people to, like, they hyped it all week being like, is he going to make it? He's jumping a shark. And it was so stupid and clearly just like a desperate grab for viewers.
Yeah.
So ever since the phrase jumping the shark has come into being.
I learned that today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Some, that's what we're here for. TV.
Background.
Some TV. Yeah. If you didn't know. Yeah. Jumping the shark. So I, though, believe there's some shows that get that moment. People say this is when it jumped the shark. I don't always agree. So I would like to defend them. So I asked you to think of a moment or a TV show that you love that other people hate or a moment in a show. Do you have one?
I do, but see, I guess because I didn't know what jumping the shark meant, I don't think that this was like, well, now the show was bad and they had to, it was a decision that was made that I think should have happened, and everybody else just was like completely anti this decision on this show.
I mean, that
Is
sounds
that okay?
exactly like it.
Well,
yeah.
Well, I mean, because it continued, like the Happy Days thing, that sounds like they knew they were on their way out.
Yeah.
And what I'm thinking about, it did happen in the last season of this show, but I feel like this is how the show had to end.
What is it?
Are you guys familiar with Snowfall?
Yes.
Snowfall, Franklin Saint, loosely based on Freeway Rick Ross. The way it ended with Franklin basically like kind of like the demise of him. So it's like when we meet him, I think the show was 5-6 seasons, something like that.
Yeah.
We meet him and, young boy from South Central LA, blah, 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 living in the hood. Obviously gets introduced to drugs. This also attacks how the CIA had a lot to do with pumping drugs into the black community in order to fund the Contra Wars, so on and so forth. So Franklin Saint, many times in this show, was at the height of his kind of South Central drug lord game. Yeah. All these moments where I'm like, had that been me, like, now I'm done. Like, we can
get out of the
stop
game.
now.
Yeah.
We don't have to do it anymore. Greedy.
We can't stop.
Gets to the point where now his mom's involved, funneling money through a real estate company. And he starts to get desperate. Last season, Franklin Saint is desperate every single episode because he's got this person after him, this cartel, the CIA, this and that. He doesn't know what's going to go on. He has his money all these different places. Also, last season, some of his friends start to grow up and get out of the game. Like his best friend moves to Ghana.
Like he should.
And does all this type of stuff. So the last few episodes, he's kind of scrambling to get this money so that he can get out of the game. And he goes to his mom, who he knows, like, his mom is going to give him money. She has the reserves for him, this and that. The big controversy, her name was Sissy. The big controversy is when he goes to Sissy, Sissy says no. Ooh. Because when he goes to Sissy, she's in jail. Now, she still has her money and access to it. He visits her in jail. Now, mind you, this is an upstanding black woman that is now in jail because of the stupid shit that you've done. And she finally tells him no. When she tells him no, he freaks out. And that's when you see the beginning of the end for him, for real. Yeah. He starts calling her a bitch and this and that. And it's one of those scenes where they're like talking on the jail phone. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She just puts the phone up, gets up, starts walking. He's yelling, "You bitch, you come get your ass back here."
Okay.
Freaking out.
I do think this is a moment people consider a jump the shark moment. Okay. It made people angry because they were like, why would she just say no? This is just to get him in an even more desperate place. Like, in like what world would she do that and like let his life be at risk? Like no mom would really do that. And it's like, yes, they would. It perfectly made sense.
Like that's exactly what needed to happen. And then cut to, the final scene where Franklin is walking through South Central LA like many people right now, where you would want to lock your door and keep it moving. And he seems to be the happiest he's ever been. Yeah. Because he's free.
He's free.
But I think, I didn't want to see Franklin Saint come out on top.
No.
He destroyed a community.
Yeah. You should, like, it's kind of like Breaking Bad, and the people were like, but I wanted to see his meth empire thrive.
No.
And it's like, no, you see, he's not good. And he should, like, face penalties, and people should be saying no to him. So, yes. I think you've defended this moment.
I have? Okay.
Yes. Fans have, is controversial. I know at the end fans were like, that wasn't realistic. They only had his mom do that so, like, they could try to get to this ending where, like, he doesn't end up on top or, like,
right.
They didn't want to kill him. And it's like,
but the thing is, I think, if I'm mistaken, if he had the money, the CIA agent would have, something would have happened regardless that he didn't even know about. Yeah. Where he would either been killed or locked up.
Exactly.
So either way,
it's like, either way, like, there's no staying in this, and it's good. Every time, even if it's like you get the money, you think you figured it out, there's always another thing. Mm-hmm. So, yes.
I did good?
You did great.
All right.
You you beat the shark for Snowfall. Wonderful job.
Thank you.
There you go.
Shout out to Fonzie.
If you did not have one, I was going to give you one, which even if you've never seen the show, I would force you to defend it. Okay. And today's would have been in Degrassi. Okay. Did you ever watch?
I did from time to time.
Okay. You know Liberty.
Yeah. Yes.
And she gets pregnant.
Correct.
She becomes a teen mom.
Right.
With JT.
Right.
And then they kill JT. He dies, stabbed to death. Mm-hmm. Some said, Degrassi's jumped the shark. This is too much to make Liberty, who's already a sad nerd, a teen mom, and also like one of the only black girls. Yeah. She's a teen mom. Now she has to be a single mom. What else are you going to put on this girl? Come on.
Baby, that's Canada.
Yeah.
Canada's rough.
That's Canada. Yeah, that's those Canadian streets.
You don't know nothing about. You see Drake?
Yeah.
Rough.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He got shot in the show. That's from the streets. That's real. That's real storytelling.
Defending that. I hate that it was the black girl.
Right. I was like, can she please just be happy for even a moment?
Yeah.
Could we give her something?
No.
Yeah.
But we don't have to defend it now. Now we can all say, that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that was bad.
Agreed.
I didn't. Yes. Thank you for playing.
We jumped the shark. Jumped it.
So I wanted to get into black women in comedy. We got some time to talk about it.
Yes, let's do it.
We were talking Punky. We were talking Saturday Night Live. Yeah. This is something people have asked me about a few times.
Sure.
In TV Club.
Mm-hmm.
How do I feel about Saturday Night Live, which just debuted about a month ago now. We're like 4 or 5 episodes into this season. First season with no black women since basically Maya Rudolph was on the show.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's sad.
How do we get
And people didn't even know she was black.
Yeah.
Still don't.
Still really don't. Which is why I think they keep Luke going. Nobody at Apple TV's figured it out yet. They're renewing a show with a black woman in the lead.
Yeah.
Some days they're going to connect the pieces, but not now.
Wait, Minnie Ripper. What?
Whoa, wait a second. Every time. How did we get here?
Saturday. Oh, God bless Saturday Night Live. I think people are starting to. This is not hate.
No. Okay.
I think people are starting to realize what the culture of Saturday Night Live actually is. And I mean the grueling schedule, the actual culture, the hold that Lorne Michaels has on the show, the hold that certain cast members, whether they're black or not, because they've been on the show so long, have on the show.
Yep. Very fair.
Loved all that, though.
Yes.
I loved Pierre Escargot.
Love it.
But, and it's also like we are in our careers in comedy in the point where now I don't know how many people I know that has been on SNL. I'd have a ton of people that I know that have been on SNL.
So many people I know. So many people I know who audition.
Correct. And I think right now it's like to be on SNL and have it be a good show, I think the only position to be in is in the writer's room.
Yeah.
Those seem to be the only sane people once all is said and done.
Yeah.
I just think black women... I don't know that we really went out for it like that.
Yeah,
because
they do have 2 black women in the writers' room now,
yeah.
which I think is probably the most there've ever been.
Baby steps.
You know?
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, I can only speak for me personally.
Yeah, we're getting there.
When I speak to certain black women that I know that have been on the show and they give me their honest feedback of when they were on the show, even when I was court, do you want to audition? The moment I was asked to audition, I called a friend of mine and I was like, what is your experience? I've heard this person's experience. What is your experience as a black woman, even as a gay black woman? What's your experience? And I don't know that I want to go through that because this isn't the 80s. SNL does not do what it did then.
It doesn't do what it
So I don't like, you know, much like JFL, I got JFL and that was great, but it wasn't something that I was like, I need to get JFL.
Yeah, it's not the 90s where it's like, you're
know,
a JFL, you're gonna get an HBO show now. It's just kind of like, you did JFL, that's really awesome.
I don't think black women are here for it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, but it's crazy because to this day, their most popular clips, even when they post clips today, they're posting old clips of Eggy and, you know.
She always is creating.
To the point where I thought she was still on the show.
Yeah. And it was a very last minute, I think, choice for her to leave.
Yeah.
It came out the week of the new season.
Yeah.
And it's like
it's toxic environment. And unfortunately, I don't know that we are protected in that environment. I have heard,
absolutely
I mean, if we're just being candid, I've heard that Michael Shea might, you know, if there are any black men on set that care about black women, it's Michael Shea.
There you go.
I don't know that Keenan gives a damn because he's been on it so long where he is now in alignment with the powers that be.
Yeah.
It's his show.
It's his show too. Like he gets that and he knows he's in the running to replace Lorne. That everyone goes, goes, it should be Keenan because he's been there for so long.
And it's like the black guy you choose, shade no shade, Cam, like proud that he got the credit.
Yeah.
Watched his first Weekend Update clip just like everybody else, and it was very cringeworthy.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about because he was nervous that he was on SNL. I'm like, this is executed poorly.
Yeah. Like
Did y'all prep this young man at all?
They do
This looks uncomfortable. This looks awkward. And again, it's not I know what nerves look like. I get it. It's live TV. Everybody was nervous. This was just, are the cue cards, are you reading?
Yeah, it's like the beats or something
No, this is just, okay, it's a new season of SNL, so we have to incorporate all types of comedy. We got to get one Kill Tony guy on there.
Exactly, because that's what's in right now. You know, woke is dead. We got to get a Kill Tony guy on here who's like the jokes, the N-word.
If they get this fool to say the N-word, I'm going to be pissed.
I think they absolutely will. And it's so interesting because I feel like last season, the season where they had Quinta come on.
Yeah.
I was like, SNL feels so black right now.
Yeah.
Like you got black people in the cast, black people in the writers' room, and it's almost like it was too black. And Lorne Michaels was like, "We're done. Back. We're done with that.
We're done.
Like we're done. We did that. We tried it. Let's go back to this."
Yeah, and he just, bro, you can still like be the EP without being there. Like loosen the reins. You're 9. He's like 8 in his 80s.
Yes. He has to be going.
He's the boomer to the max.
Like I'm not even
just won't let it go. I think
terrible.
it should be Tina Fey taking over.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yes.
But only if we let her be mean again. We gotta let Tina Fey be mean.
Yeah.
Like she can be real mean now. We gotta just be like, oh, allegations of abuse in the writers' room. That's how you make people funny.
Fuck.
Sorry.
Going there.
Sorry.
Was she going off in the writer's room?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's like known. Like she was like based like just so harsh. Like if something wasn't funny, it was like.
Not funny.
Basically 30 Rock is very real in that regard. Where like in the writer's room, she's like insulting the comics and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're all like, "We hate you because you're mean."
Okay, but it was a funny show.
But it's one of the best comedy in the world. Because sometimes you gotta be kind of a jerk to be funny.
Yeah.
Look at the other two. That show's amazing.
Yeah.
Canceled too soon.
It was canceled too soon, and also they were canceled because they were mean in the writers' room.
Really?
Yeah, the two creators.
Hollywood.
They were like super mean, and people were like, they created a toxic work environment, and it's like, well, they came up under Tina Fey at SNL, and that's why they're very funny, and they made a show that's really funny. And sometimes you got to be mean to comedians to get good work. Sorry.
Comedy is mean.
So, like when SNL was at its best, it probably was also its most toxic.
Of course.
Like, I don't know why it works that way. But
what do you think about this whole lack of melanated women on SNL?
I mean, it makes
Would you go on SNL?
No. I really wouldn't. I mean, to me, the Shane Gillis situation is what made SNL seem the silliest, where they got him on the show. Clearly, they were excited about him, wanted him to be a big deal, and then they find out some information, which they knew about. You know that they did that background check and knew and really only cared because people called out that he had like said some racist stuff. Only because it got called out, they fire him. And then the second he's successful for himself, because you don't need SNL anymore to be famous, and he is proof of that. Like, Tires is better than SNL right now.
Yeah.
What he's doing is more interesting than like SNL right now. Like, he's in commercials with Post Malone.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
So he gets that level of famous, and then they're like, we don't really actually care about all that stuff you did. Would you come host like 3 times? Would you just please come back? And it just, to me, is like, it's so desperate.
Slap in the face.
Yeah, and it just shows how they are so desperate to be relevant that it just to me was like, okay, there's no real backbone here. It really is just like, what will keep us in the news? I think if they could go back in time and keep Shane Gillis, they would. And I think he would have done 1 season, and right now we would not know who Shane Gillis is really.
How do you feel about Shane Gillis?
I think he's funny.
Okay.
I think he's so hilarious every time I've seen him.
Yeah.
I mean, of that crew, I know he's like lumped in with them. He's one that like who I actually respect as a comic.
Yeah.
And who like doesn't take, I feel like, the cheap route.
Yeah.
And like was also like, no, I'm not gonna take like money for that horrible comedy festival. He does seem to like stick by who he is.
Gotcha.
So I respect that. Am I gonna go to Austin to see him? No. I do like Tires though.
Yeah.
I watched Tires. I thought that was funny.
Okay.
It's it makes me laugh.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
So I'm entertained by him.
Okay.
But how do you feel about him?
I think he's a fucking prick.
But
I have not.
I feel like that's part of his thing.
Because of the situation, I have not invested any time in actually watching his comedy. So everything that I'm saying is purely off of that. However, I am going to give Tires a check out.
Tires is funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a good cast around him.
Yeah.
And you'll see people, you're like, oh, Septola, people are funny.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I definitely think he's a jerk. Like, I feel
Yeah.
like that's part of that, like, whole Austin comic vibe. Like, they all are like, yeah, I'm like the asshole, but you kind of like me because, like, my politics are kind of good, like Joe Rogan-esque.
Yeah.
And, yeah. That's the part of him that makes me be like, I'm not going to, like, go watch a Shane Gillis special.
No.
But they keep bringing him back to SNL. And
Take those checks. I hope he's charging them out the ass.
oh, I'm sure he is. I am sure he's like, oh, you guys want me back?
I would.
Oh.
Hell, I do that with small shows in town. You want to fuck with me?
Like, oh,
all right, bet.
Now you want me. Okay.
Won't give a damn.
Yeah, that's how I feel about
Yeah.
the whole SNL thing. I'm still watching this season. Anyone else?
No.
I have not actively watched SNL in years.
Yeah,
I would watch episodes. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm gonna watch this one, I'm gonna watch that one. If I saw a clip that was hella funny, I might watch that episode. You might loop me in depending on who's hosting.
Yeah.
If I know they're gonna have a bomb monologue and now it's just on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't even know what time it comes on.
No.
Oh.
I know it comes on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday out here in LA at 8:30.
8:30.
That's not even that late.
No.
I still watch. I am the
That's
only
okay.
person I know who does.
That's okay. They need you.
Yeah, I put it on while I make dinner, and then I'm like,
Yeah.
that was okay.
Yeah.
you know.
Their socials hit. I'll say their socials really hit.
Yeah, they have good clips, great clips.
They are good at clipping, and that's
their social team is off the chain.
Yeah, if people ask like, should I watch SNL? I'm like, you'll see the funniest
follow
moments
them
on social. Yeah,
follow them online.
TikTok.
Go watch the YouTube clips.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. You don't, but yeah.
Got you.
It is, I just think, an interesting moment for the show. Excited to see where it goes, I guess.
Okay.
I think we'll see Keenan leading it soon.
Interesting. I thought DI was over, so.
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know that Keenan falls under that shell anymore.
No.
Doesn't sound like it.
Yeah. No, he's.
No.
We learned some things today.
Yeah, he's up there now. He's
Again, loved Pierre Escargot. Loved Good Burger.
Yes.
Also enjoyed Good Burger too.
I did. I liked it.
You know,
it was entertaining. I had a good time with
his sitcom. Didn't like it.
Wasn't that great? I gave it an honest and fair shot.
It's okay. I still watch Kenan and Kel on Paramount Plus sometimes.
Yeah. But
funny show to this day.
It is. It really is.
And if it is, I would watch a Keenan-led SNL.
I'd give it an episode.
I feel like he put more black people on it, so there's that.
Nice.
Let's pretend.
Let's cross our fingers and hope. Let's cross our fingers and hope.
Yeah.
Well, that was our episode.
That's it.
That's it. It goes so
I
fast.
miss y'all.
It goes so
I want to come
fast.
back.
You can come back anytime.
I don't know that I contributed much. I hope I contributed
you did
enough.
so much here.
Keep talking over a bonfire.
Yeah.
Let's go to
can
Doc
come back
Wilder
anytime,
Beach.
because I feel like we have so much more TV to get into.
Yeah. We're going to have to come back.
You're going to have to come back.
May or June.
Yes, at least next year. We're going to have some things to talk about. We do like to end things with a goodbye in a homework segment. So if there's something you want to recommend people watch, and then let us know where they can follow you, what's coming up.
Okay. Give me a moment.
Yeah.
I feel like this is okay. Hear me when I say this, good people. Peacock. I'll even give you my password. I'm going to change it. I'll give you my password. You'll have it for 3 days. And then I'll change it. Because I don't know you like that. Monster in Disguise, John Wayne Gacy, the series.
The series, not the
Peacock.
documentary, because they also have a documentary.
And this is why I say that. I am I got excited. That's why I set up.
Yeah.
True crime buff. Love serial killers. All this type of stuff. Watch everything that's anything about that type of stuff.
Yes.
What I loved about this series in particular, number one, Buddy who played John Wayne Gacy has come a long way from being Piper's annoying little brother on Orange is the New Black.
Yeah. That was him.
And he's in Severance.
Yeah.
But
he looks so different.
He killed this role. And the way that this show was written and executed was done, I think, in the most tasteful way that you can do a serial killer show, i.e., Edward Gein, this and that.
Monster,
these types of shows,
all about, like the desecration of the bodies. And this one, you don't.
They honored the victims.
Okay.
They were very intentional.
Yeah.
About. This is a show where we have to talk about John Wayne Gacy because he's the one who did this horrific shit. But we're going to end each episode dedicating it to these specific victims, this and that. Like, it reminded me, there was a documentary that I watched not too long ago. I don't know the exact name of it, but if you Google, like, McDonald's Murders San Diego, this was like one of the biggest massacres.
Is it 97 minutes?
Yes, something like that.
It's like 97 minutes. It's on Tubi and Amazon Prime. I actually just rewatched it a few weekends ago.
What I loved about that doc is I had to, after watching the doc, dig to find out about the killer because they refused to even say his fucking
name in the doc.
He's like, no, this is about what happened. This is about how the police failed. Yeah. This is about the families. So that's what I really loved about Monster in Disguise. The series, John Wayne Gacy, Peacock, watch it. It is so good.
Because there is also
and they're not glorifying him.
Yeah.
Like, I watched Monster Ed Gein, and there were episodes, the last episode.
You hear that, Sufjan Stevens?
Infuriated me. Because it's like, I'm not about to feel bad for this son of a bitch.
Yeah.
So watch that.
Where they try to be like, he had an abusive childhood.
So what? I got spanked as well.
They were like, we don't care. Yeah, my dad was mean to me too. Anyway, how many people did you kill?
Right. So yes, that's my recommended watch.
That is a great one.
Where can you find me? I'm going to be at the Howlin' Wolf in New Orleans on November 21st. I'm going to be at the San Francisco Punchline on the 25th. That's the last show of my tour. So if you're in LA, I'll be doing local things around throughout the rest of the year, and watch my special on Prime called Smam.
Boom. There we go.
Thank you.
amazing choice. I have a friend in town.
Yeah.
Before I left this, I was like, you're going to watch Monster in Disguise. She tried to put it on. She put the documentary on.
Yeah.
And I had to go back and be like, no.
Yeah.
That's how good it is. Wonderful choice.
Very good.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm going to give you a little homework assignment since we are talking serial killers. Netflix just came out, fresh again today, Queen of the Serial Killers, Eileen Wuornos.
Okay.
She's a baddie. She's a favorite, and I love her.
You like her. Okay.
She's
serial
great.
killer or superhero. Who knows?
And what a face. Shave off your eyebrows. Smoke a pack of cigarettes.
Do your thing.
Blow your hair back. Eileen Wuornos, baby.
You're not here for the male gaze.
No, I got pussy. You want to buy pussy? I'm going to kill you.
Yeah. So I'm excited. Queen of the Serial Killers.
I did not know that just dropped today.
It just dropped today.
The way I'm not going to the gym when I leave here because I'm going to go home and watch Eileen Wuornos.
Truly,
I can do squats while watching Eileen.
I was like, man, we're watching this tonight. I'm going to get a pizza. I can't.
What kind of pizza?
I think I'm going to do a pepperoni hot honey with basil.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
That's
very
been a little favorite of mine lately. I like a little hot honey pepperoni basil.
I have a car now.
Ooh. Oh, finally.
So I will come over one day and we're going to eat honey pizza together and watch serial killer stuff.
Yes. Oh my God.
You're invited.
Oh my God. We got to watch Britain's most taboo crimes. Oh, we're going to get into this. You're going to come back.
Sorry, y'all.
Yeah, sorry. That's the producer. I'm so sorry. That is our episode. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back next week with another episode. Hey, if you liked this episode, make sure you subscribe to this channel. That's the best way to keep up with new episodes, and there's more here to catch up on. If you want us to talk about your favorite show, leave us a comment.